This is the musical instrument best known among the Thai people living in the northeastern region or Isan. These folk instruments now gradually disappear as it is hard to find new players. The harder part is the production of the instruments, which need high level of skills and specialization. Luckily, this branch of arts is still preserved in certain areas of Thailand.
And this is Thailand at large. Because Isan people are fond of living a joyful life, that's why Isan folk music is the expression of their liveliness, which always create enjoyable moments for those who hear. Ban Tha Rua in Nawa district of Nakhon Phanom province in the northeastern region of Thailand is renowned for producing Isan musical instruments which has been passed down in succession for over 100 years. Today we'll learn more about how stories of the meaningful musical performance of Isan people started.
Rice farmers in Tha Rua village, Nawa district of Nakhon Phanom province, spend almost all day producing cans. Generations after generations, 95% of the villagers here make and sell cans during off-season.
And back then, since the generation through generation for altogether like 100 years old, like 100 years ago to like 2 or 3 generations, they have been actually working as farming and producing instruments like the bamboo mouth organ is the main instruments that they are doing back then as a supporting career. At first they are doing farming and the instruments were like a supporting areas, and later on it's getting like better and better, so they're starting to produce more of bamboo mouth organ, wood instrument, pin instrument, drums, like different type of unique instruments that they can produce here from generation through generations, which is actually really interesting. At first it was like only a few people moving here. Later on now there are like 500 of a group of families that are here and 80% of them that are producing these instruments.
Almost every houses have the special type of small bamboo stalks bundled together. This material is an important part of making can, but hard to find in Thailand. Ordering it from Laos makes this bamboo even more special.
as we say that bamboo mouth organ in Bantario is currently gaining high popularity among musicians because of its good quality voice, beautiful feature, and durability. After villagers finish planting their farms, and many of them may produce bamboo mouth organs to be used in their households and also for selling later on. The productions of bamboo mouth organs had thus became an occupation that creates quite a good income for them annually. So for now, we're gonna find out more of the steps of how to do this bamboo mouth organ right here. Actually, you gotta get the bamboo from the forest and then you have to divide it, make it into size. If some size, they have to be like 1 meter long and same small size or big size up to how you want to do it, but you have to make it same size. And then actually the type of bamboo is different than normal bamboo. This one's gonna be thinner so that the sound might come out well. So we have to do like this first, put it in the fire, and the iron stick has to put in the fire and push in so they have hole inside. So the bamboo that we have hole inside already, we have to put on the fire like this, and then we have to use another stick to make it straight. Because sometimes the bamboo is like not straight at all, so you have to make it straighter to be able to do the bamboo mouth organ. Okay, and now after we prepare the bamboo, and now the next step is how to make it work, how to make it make sounds. Like this, when you prepare this mouth organ right here, you have to cut there like this using a knife, cut it in to make a hole so that we will create sound later on. So now that's why we're gonna produce this reed, which is the one that we're gonna blow and make sound. We're gonna blow through the reed to make sound. So we have to make hole like this, cut in square, in long square shape, and then making hole in the middle. And this is the reed we're talking about. This is the one that will make sound. You can see here they prepare already. This is actually made of real money. It's actually a silver substance in the real money. So we have to make it like this, in this shape here. They're actually silver in it, which is good for making sound. They're gonna actually making hole inside in shape to make sound. The shorter ones will be a higher notes. The longer one will be for a lower notes tone, the tone of voice that you'll get. So either you can use a real money or you can also use a copper. It's also good, but he said money is better. When you use silver, it's gonna help better. You can put the glue also to put the stick in the middle, make it tight. You have to put the stick in two sides. And then you have to put the bamboo stick there, 8 pairs. Okay, and then as you can see here, the black substances here, which for final you're gonna have it like this one. This black substances is actually from a stingless bee nest. So if you go to the forest, you're gonna see the stingless bee and they're gonna have a nest which will look like this one. The black one like this one, which is really useful because it's like sticky, so they can stick it all together so there's no like air can get inside, so they cannot make different sounds. มาปิดใช่ไหมคะ Ta-da! And you can put the bamboo sting like tied it here, tied it there. Also, you have to make a sound, a hole, sorry. And also you have to make a hole here for final steps like this one. ซึ่งตรงนี้ก็จะเอามือไปปิดใช่ไหมคะ Like this, we make a hole here. And then when you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it like this. Like this. You have to blow it here. You have to put fingers there in the hole, which I really don't know. Another type of musical instrument that people in this village produce a lot is wodes. Wode is a wind instrument without reed actions. The production equipment is similar to that of bamboo mouth organ. However, steps of ensembling these two instruments are different. For wode, we have to turn it around when blowing in another and in order to make a meaningful voice like this.
And this is wode, a circular panpipe into which sound is created by blowing downwards. Higher and lower pitches all depend on the size and the length of each bamboo stalk.
แต่ก็ใช้ได้นะ
ก็ใช้ได้ เอาเล็กซี่
Wode is made of wood similar to can. Reed is not needed, but the pitches are set by the sizes of each bamboo stalk.
And Ban Tha Rua not only produce the woodwind instruments, but the village is also the source where Isan musical instrument or string instrument called pin is produced.
Pin Isan is an ancient musical instrument in the string category. Pin is made from here to be sold elsewhere. The production of such a wide range of musical instruments makes Tha Rua village the largest production site of its kind in Thailand.
You have to have a pattern and put it on the wood, and then you draw it in shape like this one. Most commonly it's gonna use like a water drop like this one, as this. Look a little bit like guitar, and then you put it on and then you draw and cut it in shape like there. So now they cut in shape. This is called the Uan process, meaning just cut it in shape. Now that we have it in shape like this, we have to make hole inside to make a string and make sounds later on. Okay, now after you making hole like this in shape and also this one here to make sound, you can check the sound like this. That pin is ready to be the pin. Okay, let's move to our next step. This one gonna take around like 15 minutes in total, and we're gonna move there. So now that they are doing right here, so we're gonna have this one that we have covered with the shade. There's also another important part. You have to make holes and patterns so that the sound come out perfectly. This one, and then cover it and put glue around it. And another important thing is this one. You have to have a wooden stick here and make it straight. You have to make it exactly straight so that the sound come out perfectly. And like this, you can measure with the original like sound testing to make a sound like a standard sound. And then you have to put nickel here like this. So later on you can make sound from that one here. So and then after that they're gonna put a string as like a kind of like a guitar to put it here. Everything basically nearly like guitar but make different sound like traditional pin. So they actually produce here the traditional one and another upgrade one which is the electrical one, so they can use it in a big band so the sound come out better as well. Really interesting. Mainly in Thailand, we are actually selling to the Isan area, like Isan provinces. Basically, it's like a northeastern part of Thailand that they buy it the most, and also some of them buying to send to Bangkok. Mostly, they're gonna buy it to like create a band for showing like Thai traditional music. We need these instruments to do it, and also in many schools they are ordering it for the children for them to like study in the class. And most importantly is they also export to another country around Asia and also like even America. Basically, many Laos people, they migrated to America, they're living there. So they're ordering these instruments to play over there in America, which is really, really good. And also around Asia, there are mostly like 10 countries that are buying and ordering these, which is really interesting also. For example, Laos, even Japan. So I think it's actually a nice topic that we could not miss this kind of instrument that could make a lot of income for them as well.
Support on encouraging people to play folk instruments is so important to help preserve this branch of arts, even in the large production side of musical instruments. For Tha Rue Village, there is no need to worry about this. For the children, when what they are familiar with since birth gets support in the school, they do not hesitate to carry on this community's heritage. Samakhi School is the school of the village. Almost all students are from the families of can makers. No doubt they carry the artist's blood in them. At lunch break and after school, this group of children will gather to train the Isan music every day. This is the policy of the school, as part of the community to help preserve such a valuable culture. The school band is incorporated as part of the curriculum.
Wow, and that was the first performance of this school right here that children are actually performance and inherit from the village that they have all these kind of traditional instruments right here. So actually this school has been around like 19 years old already that they actually teaching and inherit to children who study in the school around the area of this province that they can actually be able to play all these traditional instruments from generation through generation, which is really amazing. And as you can see, there are like a really small children and until like a grown one, which is amazing. They can actually start to play since they are 5 years old, which is really amazing. I cannot even do anything back then. So 5 years old, they're starting to play it. Around 1 or 2 years, they'll be able to play in a band like this. And also like up to how fast you learn. If you learn fast, you can do it like within 3 months. But if you like a slow learner, you can learn it around 1 year to be able to play in a band like this one. So actually it's really interesting that this band right here for children, they actually went to a competition which they won the top 10, like a number 7 out of 50 competitors, which is really amazing through the Isan provinces area that they got the top 10, which is really amazing. And also they even can create income for themselves. They can actually show giving performances to different kind of events like a wedding ceremony or like a religious ceremony as well. As we can see for today, some part that we do already. As we say, Ban Tha Rua is dubbed the capital of Isan musical instruments, and this is because the village is Thailand's biggest source where Isan musical instruments are produced. And all these things not only contribute to the preservation of ancient musical culture, but it also help generate stable income for locals in this community. And this is Thailand at Large. Before we end today, I will end with this cute band right here to show you guys today. And me, Munkian Harger, we have to say goodbye for today. สวัสดีค่ะ ขอบคุณนะคะ
ขอบคุณครับ